Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are here in the apartment again. Let me show you what kind of nightmare I just finished walking into. As you guys saw in the last video, we put the outlet in this AV closet. And now in this video, we are going to be putting the Ethernet connections. Just so that we are all on the same page. The blue is internet and the white is like communication, so it's like, you know, HDMI. Pretty much what I've been doing this whole entire time is locating and labeling all of these wires, because all these wires go throughout the apartment. And you guys saw me, you see those wires there? Those are the ones that are not going to be in use. And the reason why they're not going to be in use is because two of these wires that are here end at this TV right here. So what I did when I first ran the wires to this area over here, I ran a set of wires in each bay, which was like about 4 bays, because I didn't know where this TV box was going to end. So I just ran those wires down the wall so that no matter where that box ends up, those wires will be in that wall. And as you guys saw here, I located and labeled all the connections. That one is 1 TV, 2 TV, and TV wall. I also located these wires. These in this room, also those which are in the same room, and also these that are here. So like I said, white is communication, which can be used for HDMI, and the blue is for internet. And everything that I showed you ends in this area. So I have 2 different groups. This group right here is going to be connected to a router, so that we have internet feeding to all these wires. And then these here are going to be connected to a patch panel, I think, which is what this is. I think this is called a patch panel. Those wires are going to be connected to these, which is going to go in the bottom there. It took a whole bunch of work locating all these wires and putting labels on them. It's all done now. What I have to be working on in this really tight space, and it's difficult to record, is putting them and connecting them to where they go. And the first thing that I'm going to work on is putting them connected to this patch panel. I also have to run the wires down through this track. So just work with me, because it might be a little difficult to record this in place. And there's a lot of wires here, so it might not be able to fit in that channel, but we're gonna work with what we got. So first things first, let's start getting this patch panel installed. Also wanted to mention that the tool that I used to locate was a toner. This is a toner. It makes a sound. Well, it sends a sound through the wire, and then I can locate it over here. I just have to search for it. Right there. As you guys can see, it makes a sound, and you could label it and say that that is the wire. Now that I punched all of these down into number 10, I gotta see if I wired it right. So I'm connecting this in here, and this is the tester. Turn it on. Passed. So what I just finished doing, patching these in, is passed 100%. So between this wire going out to the connection behind the bed everything is perfect. So that's 9 more times I have to do this. So I'll save you guys that, and I'm just gonna cut to when I'm done, because as you guys saw, there's a lot of wires here to unwind and punch, and it's pretty much the same thing over and over. So let's cut to that. And we're back. We have finally installed this feed here, this punch panel, I think it's called. We also organized these wires that are up here, which are the ones that are not being used. This wire is coming from the basement, which is where the internet's coming in. And then this wire is going across to the Wi-Fi that is up there. So we officially have Wi-Fi getting fed up there. And that is the wire doing most of the carrying. So we got this cleaned up, and this is finally looking good. Honestly, this took a lot of work, a lot of patience. It was the morning when I started, and as you can see, it's already dawn, almost. Not dawn, but the evening. It's like 5 o'clock now, and I started like at 10. So this took a lot of work, but it's looking clean. Everything is labeled. Up here, we have everything that has to do with the blue wire, which is internet. And down here is everything that has to do with communication, all in this room, in the room that I'm in now, which is the master. Now, I am going to be installing this right here, which is a switch. So the internet that is coming from the Wi-Fi that is located behind me will be coming in to this port, supplying internet to all these 4 ports, which is gonna be all these wires here. There's 4 wires here. So one of them will be supplying internet to 3 other ones. And those 3 other ones are going to behind the television, and 2 in the other room, just in case I want to hook up, I don't know, maybe like Wi-Fi or a video game system. I have those 2 ports getting fed. So yeah, this is gonna go right here, and we're gonna be also running 1 more of these black things here, which I don't have enough, but off camera, I'll buy some more and put it in. So we're just gonna be going directly into here. And you could be asking, why didn't I just put it in here? Because I have 4 more ports. The main reason is because this is too small. There is no space here. So I was gonna just plug it into these, like these wires. I was gonna run it into these ports right here, and then just go from there into this block here. But because I bought this so small, I'm just gonna work with what I have and just run another one on this side and have it directly connect to this. So let's cut these up. We're going to be putting heads on it like this. So instead of it going into a patch panel like that, it's just gonna be directly plugged in with this right here. So let's start doing that now. So there we go. We are 100% done. We have the patch panel in. So if I ever have to connect anything to the internet, which is the top connections, I just have to run 1 wire from there to there. And if I ever have to hook up anything to the television or the plugs behind the bed, I could use a Cat 6 to HDMI connection, and I'm able to put whatever I want as far as technology here. So if I want to have a PlayStation here, I could put the PlayStation here, have like a transformer that goes from HDMI to Cat 6 and run this to the TV. Like I said earlier, we ran the wires directly into the Ethernet switch, so we officially have internet there. It's being fed by the 2WF, which is 2 Wi-Fi. So it's the wire 2 Wi-Fi, and it's connected to the TV wall, closet 1 and closet 2. So we're all good. And the good thing is it being labeled, and I'm able to know what it is. As you guys see here, I was gonna hook up the coaxial, but that seemed a bit like a nightmare, and I don't think it's worth the headache of doing it. I left that there just in case in the future I want to run the coaxial. I'm able to do that. I need to order this piece here so I can hide those wires and make it look clean. And yeah, but this project is pretty much done. This whole AV closet is done. We have the power there. We have everything that has to do with Ethernet cables here, which is Cat 6. We have all those extra wires there, like I said, and we're all good. Now I just have to put the shelf that goes here back and the drawer that goes here and call it a day. For the next video, we are going to be installing this light in the closet, but it's not just installing the light. As you guys see here, the light is pretty close to this cabinet. I want to put it more towards the middle. Let me see if I can get a good angle on this. I already see it's going to be a nightmare to record this, but I want to get the light to go more in this area here. So we are going to be removing that light and making a hole over here and mounting it there. So I will be patching and painting that hole and mounting the light here. So stay tuned for that in the next video. I'm really excited and happy that I finished this cabinet, this AV closet, well, AV cabinet, whatever you want to call it. I'm glad that I finished that already. It's been a long time in the making. I'll overlay some photos of when I started doing this project, running all the wires across the room, then running it into this closet, putting it in the bottom here, and then finally building the closet around it and doing this project like you guys see it now. This part of the project is 100% done, but we still have a couple of things to do in this closet. Work with me because it's a bit tight in here, and I know this video was short, but it's because it's very repetitive, but it did take a long time to do because patching every single one of those wires into the patch panel and then crimping all of those heads to the wire takes a long time. But it's like I said, it's repetitive and you guys don't want to see me doing the same thing over and over. So yeah, we have 2 more projects in this closet, maybe 3, and I hope you guys could be a part of it. So if you learned something new, you can show me by giving me a like. Any comments or questions, leave it in the comments down below. And if you're interested in seeing more projects, consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks.